Yo YouTube, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through how to win more gunfights using the submachine gun. So the few things we're going to go through while we have some gameplay here, and I'm just going to be highlighting the main things that I look for when I'm using a submachine gun. So in this scenario, you can see we go through and I spot the first opponent. So right now he's on my right hand side, and in this situation my centering obviously isn't good. I should be centered more towards him, but I'm not. So immediately I go through the outside because the first thing I'm trying to do here is trying to create some space. Okay, I expect him to react to me, so I'm like, okay, let me get out of the way. At least then I can get my weapon out and then, you know, reanalyze the situation and see if I can engage in the gunfight, or if he's prepared, maybe I don't want to engage, I can reposition. So we go through, I back away. I don't see him here. Okay, so logically he's gone through the door. So this is where the thought process starts to kick in. I'm like, okay, he's probably gone through that door. My next area of danger is that he goes through that door and he comes out of this area here. Okay, now if he was to go on the outer skirts, I'm not going to worry about him just yet, but my next immediate bit of danger is this window here. So this is where your next step comes in, centering. Your centering is absolutely everything here. You're going to see now we go through, and you can see as we center now, we're going to jump across. As we jump across, we're going to center towards him because we're expecting him to be there. So you just want to be prepared for the gunfight. So look at that, we jump across, get the kill. That was the first basic here. That was kind of the basic principle we're going to follow across most of these gunfights. It's simply about expecting the enemy. Once you're there, using movement to gain the advantage. So in this scenario, I want you to pay attention to the mini map, and I can see two people below, right? So we're playing some squads. Now if I back away slightly, the reason I know they're below is, again, simply just understanding the map, right? I'm on the high ground right now. I am physically on the rooftop, so no one could be on my level. So as I get this kill right there, I know that the ping's right there, so I'm expecting him to be below me. He could be either one story below me or two. So I'm going to go through and try to fight him. This is a bit of a lower lobby because I'm just leveling up on my account, so the gunfights aren't too difficult. I can spot the first opponent there. So instantly I'm going to go through. I'm going to go through a different angle. I can hear him getting rezzed. So again, I slide out, get this kill. As soon as I kill him, I know this player is going to be weak because he just got rezzed. So once again, we're just going to shoot him. I run out of ammo. Really important. When I run out of ammo, instead of standing here and reloading, I'm thinking, okay, this player is going to turn around. He's basically one shot. So while he turns around, what I want to do is I want to slide over there. I want to slide there so that when he faces me, you can see the arrows. I'm no longer like, basically, he's no longer looking at me. I get the kill. So we slide across. That's exactly what happens. He doesn't look at me. Nice, easy kill. So you can see once again the same principle. Slide cancelling, we're using movement, and that's kind of the basics of using your SMG. We go through, get the first shots off. Okay, in this situation, this one's a bit harder because they're both looking at me. So when you're in a scenario like this, I don't want you to panic and say, oh, I need to go for the kill. No, take your time. Look at this. We go through. In this scenario, there's two people looking at me. One's right in front of me and the other one's right there. So right now I'm in a 1v2, but I want you to notice what we do. We use movement to evade. We use movement to get out of this gunfight. So as we jump away now, we get him weak. Now, when you camera someone, what you can do is you can slide past. You can actually get that shot without them shooting you. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to slide past here, get information. I now see that they're not there, right? So logically, where could they be? Well, I didn't see them cross this window, this door, sorry. So they have to be on the left-hand side here. That's the only way they could be. That's literally the only area they could be, right? So let's go through and see what we do. So I call out to my teammate to pick up the area I just came from, the door I just came from. I expect them to be on my right. So I want to pay attention to our centering here. As we go across here, look at our centering. Look what we do. We slide cancel. As we slide cancel, we focus on our crosshair placement. This middle dot we'll go through in a second. So we go through. So this middle dot here, this crosshair placement, I want you to focus on it. Crosshair placement as I slide. Look at that. As I slide, I move it right. And that's why your sensitivity is so important. The higher your sensitivity is, the harder it is to control your centering. Now our centering's on point. Our next step, our next procedure is to use movement. In this case, the drop shot. We drop shot, we get the kill. So again, a simple step, simple process. Use movement, use your centering, use the movement once you're in a gunfight to gain the advantage. Right now, we get this opponent weak. So I'm like, okay, let me push across. This opponent's weak. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can gain the advantage. We go through. I know the opponent's in the left side of the room because I can't see him on the right. So I'm going to get this kill and I'm going to slide in. Slide in. He's already down. So yeah, that doesn't really matter. And again, it's just simple things here. As I'm landing in now, I want you to pay attention to what? Our centering, right? Look at our centering. We go through. We spot him in the corner. So again, two-step program. Center first. Once your centering's on point, then use movement. Again, drop shot, nice, easy kill. Reposition. As we back away now, we reposition. We spot someone on the right. Gonna go through. And again, same procedure. We get our centering off, we get the kill. It all comes down to the basic mechanics. If you can do the basics well, you'll be really good to go. So right now, yes, we have a submachine gun. Yes, we're looking at close-range gunfights, but sometimes you can use the natural high ground. Sometimes you can use the area to your advantage. So look what we do. We go through. I spot the first player. As soon as I see him, I'm actually going to live mark him just to give me a bit of an insight in case he goes in the tent here. We go through, and I now know that these tents are very, very easy to shoot through. So I'm simply going to stay here. We're going to go through, we get the first kill. As I go across, look at the minimap. There's one more person. He looks like he's in the tent, right? So I'm going to go through. Now, I don't think this was the best play. Why? Because you can see I landed and he's looking at me. So I should have played a little bit better. What I should have done, if I back away, what I probably should have done is maybe dolphin dive onto the tent. And what I should have done is this, right? As soon as I get this first kill, let's get this first kill. There you go. So now I get the first kill. I know the second person is around there. He's in the tent around there. What I did is I jumped into that area and he was pre-aiming me, right? What I should have done is dolphin dived off to this ledge here, been on this top area. Then I could have gone through and jumped behind him or do something crazy and just use my movement. That's what I should have done, but I didn't quite do that in this scenario. But let's keep it going, see what we do here. But yeah, again, even though we make a small mistake there, it works out okay. He ends up looking at my teammate, we're able to get that kill. But the same thing applies. I want you guys to just be very aggressive. This is actually one of my favorite clips. So we go through and get the first kill. Now we know the second player is in this area, okay? As soon as we get those shots off, we make the opponent weak. So now I'm thinking, okay, this opponent's weak. All I want to do is I want to kind of chase him down while he's weak before he gets his health advantage. Before he armors up, I want to like get the kill. So we go across, we go through, we get the kill. Now, look at the third player. You see how the third player is behind me? Let's go through this again. So we chase the first player, get the kill. Again, we dolphin dive off, just use our movement. We go through, we get the kill nice and easy. Now we turn around. This player has the advantage. You can clearly see this player is looking at me from high ground. So I use movement to evade. As I kind of guess where he's going now, I use my centering, I line it up, I slide towards him, and I jump backwards. So movement's really important for two reasons. One, it allows you to evade their shots. It allows you to be annoying, be hard to hit, and stuff like that. And the second thing is it actually allows you to hit more shots. Because you're not standing still, you can kind of give yourself more time, essentially. They kind of go hand in hand, right? So when you use movement, you can basically go through different angles, you can be faster, and it just gives you more time to react and more time to make a play and get the kills. So I do recommend using your movement. If you guys are kind of struggling with Warzone and like just generally close range gunfights, a few things I would say is change your sensitivity, try like a 6-6 or something like that. The second thing is just try to use movement in your gunfights. Try to be like, okay, today I'm going to work on the jump shot, I'm going to work on the drop shot, stuff like that. Like go into a private game if you guys have Modern Warfare 3. If you guys don't, maybe play some Plunder or some Rebirth. I think Rebirth is good because you keep respawning, you can have like loads of gunfights and just keep practicing. But try working on specific mechanics. We're going to end it on this one here. Look what we do now. We go through, so we get the first player. It's actually some solo squads. We go through, get the first, go across and get the second. Now I want you to notice what we do. We take out the third, some good shots. We actually get caught off guard here, but look how he reacts. So in this scenario, I get caught off guard. Immediately I fix my positioning. I'm now locked onto the second opponent. We're both shooting each other, and this is where again movement is so crucial. Because we're both shooting each other, one of us needs the advantage. So me jumping to the left here just makes it slightly harder for them to hit me, kind of delaying the gunfight, and allows me to get the kill there. You can see I'm so close to death there. If I didn't jump shot, I really believe they would have got the kill. YouTube, that is going to be how to win more gunfights with an SMG, close range. Again, just to summarize, the key things is 1, make sure your centering's on point. 2, make sure you use movement to your advantage. Well, we can kind of end on this point here, and because I think that's the most important one, but just using movement to your advantage. This build we have here is very, very fast, very, very mobile. And look what we do. You see how we jump off? I know we don't have an LMG in hand, right? It's not like we have a slow weapon. I have a sub so that I can fly. So I want to mess up their centering with my movement. So we jump across and we really mess up their centering. And that's the key thing, using movement to mess up their centering, delay the gunfight, make the gunfight go on for longer so you have more time to kill them, and just be really hard, really annoying to play against, controlling the gunfight, all that good stuff. YouTube, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. I will catch you guys for another tutorial later on today. Peace.